Well, we got the first snow of the season here. Today is Monday, November 10th. And we are now going to crawl up this silo chute here. We're going to level this silo off, get it covered. And, yeah, get this roller mill tore down, get it cleaned up. And, start putting some of this stuff away. But Jacob's gonna be my my helping buddy today, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, we got to get a cover to cover it with, and we'll crawl up there. Well, we've made our way to the top. The last load went in a couple hours ago, and you can see that it has settled about 16 or 18 inches. And we're down 6 doors to the edge of the corn. And then we're just going to shovel this from the outside to the center. It looks like a bowl. The distributor did its thing. Spun the corn to the outside, and for whatever reason, we're a little heavy on that side. I don't know why that is. Just happened to be that way, right? All right, we'll get to leveling here. All right, we have now got this good and level. We're gonna spread out our bunk cover, or our silo cover, and get it all spread out. And then we'll dig the edges out all the way around, toss that on top of the tarp, and then we'll kick the corn to the edges. And then we will lower the unloader, and then I'll clean all the corn off that's on top of the unloader. I'll clean that off on top of the tarp as well. So this is by far probably the levelest silo that we have done so far. Better than last year, huh?
Yeah.
It all has to do with the guy I had helping me.
Yeah, makes a difference.
So I had a little bit of a mongrel job last year doing this. So, yeah. All right. We took this corn down from about here, settled from there to there. This side was a little higher, but yeah. Now, I'm gonna get the question, don't you guys have to worry about this collapsing? Not this style corn. This is not like corn in a grain bin that has had corn taken out from the bottom of it, and that's where guys fall into problems inside a grain bin. It's from a pocket being created because there was maybe moisture in whatever grain that was in there. There's a pocket, and then that'll fall, and when it falls, it basically pulls you down into it. This is not going to have any pockets in it whatsoever. None at all. The only dangers that we would have up in here would be if we came up in here a day or two after it was filled and not had an adequate amount of fresh air coming in from the blower. But being that the last load was put up in here a couple hours ago, the air is still good. But tomorrow at this time, for example, it wouldn't be, because this corn would start to ferment. And when it starts to ferment, the oxygen levels aren't as high. So that wouldn't be no good. So that's where you'd run into the problems. I know I'm gonna get them questions, so yeah. All right, Jacob is down on the ground now, and he is letting the unloader down. The sole purpose of letting this unloader down is so that I can clean the dusty, powdery stuff off of it and to use that material to I don't know why you keep stopping with it. But I need to use that material to sit on top of the cover. So when we put this unloader up, we ended up, that one wheel right there didn't turn. Now it's turning. So we are in good shape here. I don't know why it's going so slow. Should be going faster than that. There it goes. All right. Okay, we'll let this down near the corn, clean it off, and we'll climb down. But yeah, all my pulleys are working now. Must be some vibrations helped that pulley there get to doing what it was supposed to do. As soon as I seen that moving, I had Jacob go up a little bit, and it rotated the other way as well. So yeah, all of them are moving. All right. All right, now we'll just clean all the dust off of the unloader. It's about 3 feet above the corn. And we are down exactly 7 doors. So when we go to set this sound loader up in June or July of next year, that'll be a quiz for you guys. How many doors down were we? Because this will settle another couple doors from now until probably 2 weeks. It'll settle a couple, 3 doors maybe. So I'm gonna get the cleaning. I'll show you what it looks like when we get this all brushed off. Well, we've got a majority of the corn dust cleaned off of the unloader. And that is gonna do it for this job. Now we're gonna go haul manure, I guess. The other guys are hauling right already, and we might as well go ahead and join them if I'm needed. So, all right, let's go ahead and crawl down the chute. All right, we are now gonna go hauling manure with the rest of the crowd. We have the Peterbilt here. Had to run in and grab the camera, and we're gonna get on the way here. I made sure that nothing was frozen. The temperature's hovering around 31 or 2 degrees here, so nothing's really frozen here or nothing. So we're gonna run out back, get loaded up, and we'll get to the field and see what's going on. So we're a little late getting to the party here, but at least that silo is taken care of now. We haven't got that hanging above us. So Sarah and Tim came out here to load. I don't know if they're loaded already or not, but go ahead and get back in there and get loaded. goes Tim. Ew. And there goes Sarah. Here, we got the 9320 on the manure pump just because. Alright, we'll show you what things look like here. We are agitating while we are loading. So we built this manifold assembly back in the spring. We can either pump this into that pipe right there, or we can pump it over into that barn there. So we're agitating while we're loading. Beauty with these Ainsworth tanks, they really do a good job agitating. So we've got our valve open, the knife valve letting the manure go to the pump, and then we're pumping the manure up the pipe and over, and it's going through the agitation pipe. This beautiful remote. So we'll get in the tractor here and watch this load so that we don't overload it. All of our semi-tanks have the center fill. So prior to building the barn that's to the left, we did have a load standpipe coming directly off the pump right over into the driveway there. But it kind of made things hard to, well, it was a little tight, too close to the barn. So we had this pipe put in underground that goes from the pump, from that manifold rather. Pipe goes through the ground and then it goes to that standpipe there. This is going to be full here any minute. Got our gauge coming up a little bit there, and that's probably enough. There's a float gauge stem sticking up about 6 or 8 inches there. So that is enough. So let's go ahead and get to the field. Alright, we'll close the 12-inch valve. And then we will open the manure so that it'll go out the swing boom. So when we get to the field, all we'll have to do is just start, turn the fan motor off. Yeah, I should have turned that off before I walked up front here. So PTO off. We'll put this in drive. Got the auto shift today, folks. Come on, baby. Gotta reverse. I've got to release both park brakes. All right, let's get there. Exit the farm here out on the back road. Tell you one thing right now, it sure was a heck of a lot warmer up in that silo. It's here down outside.